Chinook Winds, a warm change in Canadian English expressions. Hello, dear learners. In today's video, we'll be exploring an interesting area of Canadian English idiomatic expressions related to weather. As you know, weather is a crucial aspect of Canadian culture, and it often reflects in their language too. Today, we're focusing on an expression that has its roots in a peculiar weather phenomenon, known as a Chinook. First things first, let's understand what a Chinook is. A Chinook is a warm, dry wind that blows from the mountains to the prairies, typically found in Western Canada. This wind can cause a sudden and dramatic increase in temperature, often within just a few hours. So when a Canadian says, "The Chinook blew in last night," they are referring to this quick shift in weather conditions. Now, let's dive into some idiomatic expressions related to Chinook. 1. Wait for the Chinook. This phrase is often used to convey the idea of waiting for a much-needed change or relief. For example, if someone is going through a tough time, a friend might say, "Just wait for the Chinook, things will get better soon." 2. Chinook blew in. As mentioned before, this phrase signifies a sudden change. It's often used metaphorically to talk about unexpected changes in life or situations. Remember, these idioms aren't strictly bound to weather conversations. They're used in all kinds of contexts to speak about change, be it weather, personal situations, or societal conditions. The best way to get familiar with these idioms is by practicing them. Let's try forming sentences with the idioms we learned today. 1. During a challenging project, you could say, "I'm just waiting for the Chinook." This means you are hoping for a change that will ease the current difficulties. 2. If a friend suddenly changes their behavior, you could comment, "A Chinook must have blown in last night," suggesting a sudden transformation in your friend's attitude. Remember, practice is the key to mastering these expressions. That's all for today's lesson, dear learners. We have learned about the weather phenomenon, Chinook, and its reflection in Canadian English idiomatic expressions. Hopefully, this knowledge brings you one step closer to mastering Canadian English. Keep practicing these expressions, and soon enough, you'll be using them like a native. Until next time, happy learning!